Tonight, we journey to the shores of North Africa, where the waves of the Mediterranean once carried ships filled with purple dye, silver, and ivory. This is the story of Carthage, a city born from trade, grown into an empire, and remembered for its struggle against Rome. Let your eyes grow heavy and imagine the warm sea breeze, the sound of sails flapping in the wind as we drift back to the world of the Carthaginians. The birth of Carthage. Carthage began as a colony of the Phoenicians, the great sailors and traders of the ancient Near East. According to legend, the city was founded around 814 BCE by a Phoenician princess named Elissa, or Dido, who fled her homeland of Tyre. On the coast of modern-day Tunisia, she established a new city, Carthage, meaning new city. From the beginning, Carthage was tied to the sea. Its people became expert shipbuilders and merchants, carrying goods across the Mediterranean: cedar wood, glass, purple dye, gold, and spices. As Tyre declined, Carthage grew. Soon it was not just a colony, but the center of a maritime empire, stretching from North Africa to Spain, Sardinia, Corsica, and Sicily. The Carthaginian way of life. The Carthaginians were masters of trade and seafaring. Their navy was among the most advanced in the ancient world, and their merchants brought wealth home from every corner of the sea. Carthage itself was a bustling city of stone houses, marketplaces, and harbors. At its height, nearly 500,000 people may have lived there, making it one of the largest cities of antiquity. Religion played a central role. The Carthaginians worshipped a pantheon of gods inherited from the Phoenicians, such as Baal-Hamon and Tanit, the great mother goddess. Their temples rose high above the city, and their rituals, though mysterious to us today, reflected deep devotion. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, Carthage left few written records. Much of what we know comes from their rivals, especially the Romans and the Greeks, the Punic Wars, but Carthage is remembered most for its conflict with Rome, the Punic Wars. The First Punic War began in 264 BCE, fought over control of Sicily. For more than 20 years, Rome and Carthage battled across land and sea. Rome, though not a naval power at first, built fleets to match Carthage. In the end, Carthage lost Sicily, the first step in Rome's rise. But the most famous chapter came in the Second Punic War, when a Carthaginian general named Hannibal Barca struck fear into Rome itself. Hannibal marched an army from Spain, across the Pyrenees, through Gaul, and then over the snowy Alps, with war elephants by his side. His bold campaign led to stunning victories, such as the Battle of Cannae, where his forces encircled and destroyed a much larger Roman army. For years, Hannibal roamed Italy, undefeated in battle, yet unable to break Rome's spirit. Eventually, Rome struck back, carrying the fight to Africa. At the Battle of Zama in 202 BCE, Hannibal was finally defeated. Carthage was forced to surrender, losing its empire, its fleet, and much of its wealth. Still, Carthage endured. The end of Carthage after the Second Punic War, Carthage recovered as a wealthy trading city, though Rome kept it under close watch. but suspicion lingered. Rome feared that Carthage might rise again. And so, in 149 BCE, the Romans launched the Third Punic War. For 3 years, Carthage resisted. Men, women, and children defended their walls with desperate courage. But in the end, the city fell. In 146 BCE, Carthage was destroyed. The Romans burned it to the ground, its people killed or enslaved. Legend says Rome cursed the land with salt, though history suggests this may be only a tale. What is certain is that Carthage, once the queen of the Mediterranean, was gone. The legacy of Carthage, though destroyed, Carthage was not forgotten. The Romans themselves later rebuilt it as a colony, and it became a major city once more. But the memory of the Carthaginian Empire lives on through the stories of Hannibal, the daring general who crossed the Alps, and through the ruins that still stand on the Tunisian coast. Carthage was more than just Rome's rival. It was a civilization of sailors, merchants, and dreamers, a people who turned the sea into their kingdom. As the night deepens, picture the Mediterranean waves washing softly against a quiet shore. Imagine the sails of Carthaginian ships fading into the horizon, their lanterns glowing against the twilight. Carthage rose, flourished, and fell, yet its story still drifts across time, like a ship carried by endless waters. May its tale bring you peace and carry you gently into sleep. Good night.